Ready as can be. Okay, go. Almost. Okay. And my butt's wet. Okay.
You got it?
No, I'm stuck.
I can't help you anymore.
I'm free. Thank you, honey. I love you. Okay. Well, we are out on the mountain lake, mountain pond. We've got rainbow and brook trout we're going after today. We've got a couple of lures here I want to focus on showing you guys how to use. So let's get out there and I'll show you how to use them. Wow, we've got some wind. There. So we've got two setups here today. We've got our white rooster tail, which is probably one of my top 3 favorite lures. It looks like a minnow, flashes a lot, and it can still be small. So some lures, like spoons, sometimes you have to work them a little bit faster in order to get them to stay at the right depth. With these, you can work them pretty quick. How do I explain this? With rooster tails, you can work them pretty slow and keep them at the right... Oh my gosh. Okay, that was just... I was showing you the lure, but you know, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So that was actually pretty outrageous. Beautiful first trout of the day. Nice and home free. Okay, so what I was trying to say before that trout so rudely interrupted was it's got a lot of flash to it, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be flying through the water in order for it to get that flash. Whereas sometimes spoons and things without blades, this is the blade I'm talking about, it spins around, and so it actually slows that lure down but creates that active flash which draws those fish in. So one thing I love about spinners is you can fan cast them. So you can cast them like towards those 2 trees I just casted it, and then you can cover some more water pretty quickly by fan casting. So what you do is you start there and then you move over a little bit and you continue to cast all around, and you're basically searching for fish. So you just go a couple more degrees over and then you reel it. And we're just gonna keep fan casting here until we catch another fish or so. Oh, saw one jump over there. It's a little bit later than I was planning on getting out. White rooster tail is just one of my absolute favorites. See, that one jumped right there. Let's see if he'll go after it. Oh. Got a bite there. So I might have been reeling a little bit too fast. If you're getting bites but you're not hooking up, you might be reeling a little bit too fast. Sometimes, oh, there we go. So I did slow it down just a little bit and he just ate it right up. Over, come on, there we go. I don't know how, but this always ends up wrapped around a lot. It's probably something weird I'm doing. Let me know in the comments below if you figure out why the heck I'm wrapping my line around my rod so many times every single time I catch fish. But there's lots of different types of spinners on the market. I think I hit some weeds anyway. I don't think it was even a fish. But spinners are great. They come in lots of different weights and sizes, and different hook sizes, and different bodies that do different things. You know, this one is, man, they're just inhaling it. Fish will hit these a little differently each time. Skinny one. See how I'm wrapped up again? What the heck's up with that? Okay. But the different kinds of spinners, there's some that are just metal bodies, there's some that are plastic bodies. They come in different sizes. Oh my goodness. They come in different sizes and shapes, and they vibrate water away from and around the lure a little differently, so the fish actually can kind of hear it. It's not the same thing as hearing, but you know, you get it. They're fish. But my dad used to say, if your line isn't in the water, you're not going to catch fish. You know, so the whole goal when you're out fishing, the more time your line's in the water, better odds you have of catching a fish. Now, fish react very differently at different times of the day, different seasons, to different lures, and all of that. But you can be sure you won't catch fish if your line's not in the water. See how my line went slack for a second before it picked it up? Exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes they just push it towards you. There we go, little guy. Okay. You're so close, my dude. After the spinner, I do like another style of fishing. So sometimes this is a lot more simple. So all I have on my second setup for mountain streams, for ponds, for stock trout, whatever, these aren't stock, these are natural. But you got a bobber. I like a weighted bobber because you can cast it way farther, and about 1.5 feet, sometimes more, sometimes less, a little tiny jig head. This is a Mule Fishing 1/80th ounce jig head, but you can use any kind of jig head. Eagle Claw, I don't even know who else does jig heads off the top of my head. So these, let me show you what they are here. They're super easy to use. They don't even smell bad. These are the Power Honeyworms by Powerbait, Berkeley. And they're, that jar is like $4 or something, but there's like a million of these. I also have 2 different kind of flavors mixed together. They smell the same, so I just don't want to have to bring 2 different jars around because that's annoying. So you just feed it right onto the jig head. I only do enough to kind of cover the back half of that jig head. I want the hook point exposed. And all you do, you just cast it out, and then you watch that little neon bobber, and hopefully within like a minute or 2, something will come by and just munch it. Bobber downs. Bobbers are some of the funnest way of fishing. I don't even care what people say. I freaking love fishing with bobbers. They're a blast. Now, you have to be kind of focused though, on watching that bobber. And sometimes they just don't like that bait for whatever reason. I think honeyworms has been more successful than anything else that I've used. But yeah. So if you're in one spot for like more than a minute or 2, oh, see that bobber's gone? Oh, I missed him. He might come back for it. If your bobber's in one spot for a minute or 2 and you don't have a bite, see how it's getting hit? Once it goes under like that, oh, right now, you just set that hook. But if your bobber's in a spot for more than a minute or 2 and you're not catching anything, you either need a different bait. Okay, give me a second. You either need a different bait or a different spot, because fish are hungry, and it just comes out so much easier than a treble hook. You just make sure it's on there nice. And then while I release this one, I'm gonna let this just be out there fishing. Bobber's gone. Oh. See, when the bobber just dips like that, not the time to set the hook. When it drops underneath like that, that is a great time to set your hook. But yeah, little dock demon, dude, you can catch fish freaking all day, man. There we go. Lots of rainbow trout. Okay, so that's up pretty shallow. We're gonna see what happens there. Okay. Made it. What a rush. Let's reel this up a little bit. And every now and then, sometimes like you cast way out there and you're like, oh, this is gonna work great. And it doesn't. Just reel up 10 or 15 feet. You know, you don't have to recast every single time you need a different spot. You've got a whole bunch of places right in front of you. So again, you know, if it's not getting hit pretty quick, generally something's not seeing it or they hate you. Why am I rotating like crazy? Bam. Oh, see, I had a bad hook set. Everyone said, and it's on top of a fish. See how fast that is? Like if a fish likes your bait and it's anywhere near it, it's gonna, man, look at him just swim right at us. Yeah, now we saw the kayak. Okay, GoPro's in the net, wonderful. There we go. So these are the two most kind of simple, beginner-friendly ways that I would suggest anybody to start catching fish. You can catch bass with spinners. You can catch white bass with spinners. You can catch bluegill with. You can catch anything with this, pretty much. See if we can't catch another one on the bobber here before we make a little change. Can I see any? Yes, I can. He's cruising right on over there. There he goes. That is just a blast. That is just a nice rainbow. Oh, he got off. That's okay. That's okay. That is so much fun to be able to sight fish a little bit. Let's see what else we can see here. Spin her a couple more times here. Watch out. There it is. Ah, you splasher. The hash splinging slasher. Okay, where's the... There we go. Oh. So I just waited for it to hit a second time. Because if it was just once and if it just held still underwater. There we go. I'm gonna actually... There we go. Just cruise right on in, little guy. Gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to cast up there and see if I can't get my anchor up and start heading back. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you click like and subscribe to stay up to date with the new videos and comment below what kind of fishing is your favorite. Thanks!